All right, here's some useful information about your 2020 Subaru Forester Premium. So this little knob here is how you change the mirrors, left for left, and then move it like a joystick. Center to lock it in, and of course right. Locking the doors. Front windows are auto up and down. And then to lock your windows, or unlock your windows. This is to turn the auto start stop feature on or off. It does default to on, so every time you start the engine, then you will need to turn that off if you'd like to turn it off every time. The button next to it would turn off your blind spot detection and rear cross traffic alert. Both of those sensors, or excuse me, both of those warning lights are going to be on either side of your mirror. So you have one here and also over here, if you can see that. Little scroll there indicates the brightness of your interior lights whenever your headlights are on. So this would be the brightest, and this would be the dimmest. You have your trip reset button down here, trip A and trip B. Press and hold to reset. You have automatic headlights, so whenever it gets dark enough, then your headlights will automatically turn on. Or even if your windshield wipers go after a certain amount of swipes, about 3 or 4, then your windshield wipers, or excuse me, your headlights will come on with the windshield wipers. Push for high beams, turn signals. Over here we have the left and right arrow, which will allow you to toggle through your radio presets. So I'm going to press the right button, left. You have the volume up and volume down button. Source would change the source of your radio, FM, AM, Sirius XM. Info changes the information up on this screen here. You just keep pressing that button. If you press and hold here, we have a selection screen, which should give you more options if you'd like to personalize anything about the vehicle. This shows you the eyesight features that are currently on. Moving back down to the steering wheel, you do have the voice command button, which also would answer a call or hang up a call. If you press the voice command button,
canceling,
it gives you a few different voice control options. These buttons down here are pressed towards you, and they change the information on this display here. If you press and hold the middle button in this option, again, you have more settings options. Here we have some information on your adaptive cruise control. So we're going to turn that on using this button or off using this button. Whenever we press on, we have your little car on the screen here. So you can see there are 4 white lines in front of it, which indicate that you are 4 car lengths away from the vehicle that it would be locked in on. Now you can go down to 3 using this button here. 2, 1. The minimum is 1 car length, maximum is 4. And then if you'd like to set your speed, press down, and to accelerate or resume. This is your lane keep assist. So this would actually steer you back into your lane if you were veering off. So if you started to go over one of the lines, then the car would gently drift you back into your lane. You do not have to have the cruise control on in order for this to work. So I just turned the cruise control off, and you can see that the little steering wheel is still on the screen there. That lets you know that it's currently on. It will be active whenever the lines on each side of the vehicle turn white. So that lets you know that it's ready to go. You do have to be going about highway speed, so about 35 or over in order for that to work. And you have to be on a relatively straight road. So I'll get that turned off. We have the S and I buttons down here. Those are vehicle dynamics modes. S is sport, I is intelligent. Sport's going to give you increased acceleration, while I will give you better gas mileage. So you can tell which one's on by looking down here. And we are on I. If you can see the little I next to the P. P is for park. You can change it to S or I. Most people are looking for more fuel efficiency. Windshield wipers. You would knock it down a notch in order for them to work. And then you can use, sorry, this is kind of hard for me to get. You can use this knob here, which will allow you to control the speed. Knock it down again for intermittent or constant. We'll shut that off. And then for your rear windshield wiper, this is intermittent, constant, or you can turn it upwards if you want to spray the window off. Or if you're on off, you can twist it down in order for that to spray your window off. Now that also sprays your backup camera as well, which is great. Moving forward to the touch screen here. So you have some quick buttons, or you can use the home button up top to get back home. I find that the physical buttons are a little bit easier to use. If you'd like to pair your phone, you would click yes. And then on your cell phone, you would go to your Bluetooth menu, look for available devices. You're probably going to want to look for something that says either Subaru or Subaru BT. And then you would click that on your phone, and it would confirm on the screen. You would have to confirm on your phone as well, and then you should be paired up pretty easily. Subaru Starlink. So on the car itself, this is going to give you access to cloud-based apps. You do need to have this app downloaded on your phone in order for that to work. So you would start the app up on your phone and then click that button to start it, and then it would pair up from there. We have settings here. Allows you to change all kinds of different settings. Brightness, things like that. Of course, I'll let you pick your own settings. Sound settings, phone settings. You can add another device here or just through the phone screen if you'd like. And vehicle settings. We're going to go to apps. The My Subaru app, if you were to click on that right now, that would give you options to schedule an appointment if you needed service. The My Subaru app on your phone is different though. So the My Subaru app on your phone would allow you to check for service recalls, or check your vehicle health, or even use your remote starter if you choose to opt into that service. Pandora. So if you have Pandora running on your phone, you can click it on the screen here, and then you would have access to your Pandora music right there. It's pretty nice. You can thumbs up and thumbs down right from the screen rather than going through your phone. SiriusXM Travel Link is part of your 4-month free subscription to Sirius. That would give you traffic updates in bigger cities and weather updates as well. I already talked about Subaru Starlink, which is on the main menu. AHA is for podcasts. It works similarly to how Pandora does. Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. So it depends on which kind of phone you have. We'll say you have an Android Auto, or excuse me, Android, so you'll be using Android Auto. You'll need to connect your phone through USB. Once you do so, you can click on that as it will be lit up. And then basically your phone screen will be mirrored onto the car. So that way you can take advantage of texting and driving while safe. So it'll read you your text messages if you select the option to do so, and then you can actually respond using this button down here. So it will ask you what you want to say, and you can say it. It'll repeat it back to you and ask if you want to send it or change it, and then you can choose whichever option. I already went over my Subaru in the app section. Media. Media is where you'll find your CD, USB, Bluetooth, auxiliary, whichever device you would have connected. And your radio. So we'll go to Sirius XM and say that you liked this channel here. All you have to do to set as a preset, press and hold, and that's it. You can of course overwrite that if you decide that you don't like Hits 1 anymore. If you decide that you like this channel better, press and hold, and there you go. You do have 18 presets. You do have 2 extra screens here, which will allow you to add shortcuts if you'd like to do so. Moving down, we have your hazard lights, climate control. So if you'd like to change the temperature, if you'd like it colder, I'll have to turn it on first. If you'd like it colder, just do that. Everything comes up on this display here to prevent you from looking down. If you'd like the AC off, change the fan speed, recirculate the air. You have the max AC here, and to change the mode. So if you can see up top there, whenever I'm scrolling, it is changing the direction of the airflow. If you press this, that would turn on your front defroster. Bottom section of that knob is your rear defroster and side mirror defrosters, as well as your windshield wiper defroster. Moving even further down, you see you have your two USB ports as well as the auxiliary. You have a 12 volt. You have a parking brake here. So if you need to turn the parking brake on, that turns it on. Turn it off, foot on the brake, press. Auto vehicle hold. So if you turn that on, then that will allow you to take your foot off of the brake at a stop sign, stoplight, drive through, whatever the case is, and it will keep you in place until you press the gas again. If you'd like to turn on X mode, you press it, and your information comes up here. This is going to be pretty much like a 4-wheel drive low, so it will give you more traction for really inclement weather. If you're going over rocks, anything like that, you do have to be going at a fairly slow speed, under about 13 miles an hour. You do have hill descent control, so you can turn this on, and if you're going down a really, really steep hill, you would go up to the crest of the hill, press the brake, let go, press the brake again, and then it will gently descend you down the hill at a certain speed. We're going to turn that off. Heated seats, high and low. You have your auto dimming rear view mirror. If you'd like to turn off the dimming, just press that. Press it back on to turn it on. If you'd like to get rid of that little compass up there, you certainly can. Most people don't get bothered by it, but all you would do is just press and hold that. You have your home link buttons up here, which would allow you to program to up to 3 garage door openers. You can check out the owner's manual for that. We have your buttons up here, which would be lane departure warning. If you're going over the lines, it will warn you. That's not the corrective action though. The corrective action is the one on the steering wheel. And on the right here, that would turn your pre-collision braking off. In order to open your moonroof, stop that there. There you go. And your emergency roadside assistance buttons here. If you're in an accident, if you witness an accident, anything like that, you can press the SOS button. Or if you are stuck on the side of the road, you have a flat tire, you ran out of gas, you can press that button up there and someone will be connected to you. That will come over your car speakers. If you accidentally press one of the buttons, just stay in the car and let them know that you did not mean to do that. Lights on each side here. And then if you switch this over to door, that will allow all of the cabin lights to turn on whenever you get into the car. Sunglass holder. And we have your eyesight cameras up here.